You look at the hat, the Hawaiian shirt. You've been on the air since, what, 4 a.m., Bob? Is that right?
No, not on the air, but yeah, I've been here since. I don't even. Well, you know what it is, John? It's like I do the baseball games at night.
Right.
And then, like last night, I hate to say it, but I left early
Uh-huh.
to go home and
Well,
go
that
to
cold
sleep.
beer will do it to you on a hot
Well,
night.
yeah, you know. But we won last night.
Yes, that's good against
It was
Boise.
a really great game.
Good job. Yes, well, that's Mr. 93Q, Everything Tower Media Empire. Scott Anderson, the editor of The Appeal Democrat, sitting right between Bob and I, trying to create some sort of balance and stability to this show. Uh-oh.
You should like when you come in, you should have like an umpire.
So welcome to this edition, by the way, of Rough Notes and Couch Thoughts radio version in Scott Anderson's Appeal Democrat every Saturday. They have Chuck Smith's column, which is the written version of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts, and this is all kind of an old Herb Cain style column that you learn and radio show that you're going to learn some things you're not going to see or hear or read about in other places that's going on in the community. Scott, how are you? How things evolve? How long have you been here now?
5 months.
5 months. Drinking out of that 5-month fire hose still?
It's gone by in a blink. Yeah. An absolute blink. But it's been good. Been a good time.
Was it everything you expected?
Oh, it's been better. It's been better than I expected.
Oh, now that's good news, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
well, I thought it was going to be like this, but it turned out.
Part of that is because I was just able to luckily hire a really great crew, and
Yeah,
when you're running a
I
news
believe
crew, when you're walking into a new historic legacy publication like this, paper of record, historic paper of record, but you're hiring a whole new crew to run it, I didn't know what to expect, so I've been very lucky.
You know, sometimes I think about that. It's like,
What's the call?
you know, I have to do what I do, but
What's the call?
really, it's the people around me
Yes.
that make it work. And you know, I think about like Kurt. I hate to compliment him live on air, but you know, his head
Unless
will
it's
get so
bagpipe
big,
related.
Need a wheelbarrow to get him out of the room. But
It's tough. Bob, what is the call-in number again for him to call?
it's 530
Yep.
870
Yep.
8272.
Got it. All right.
And so you think about that, and I met one of your reporters. I haven't met everybody, and then I met your sports guy Jeff.
Yeah.
And so I mean, you got good people, and I haven't met. You've got another
Joe Carrero.
Joe, I haven't met Joe.
And
but
then we got
he did a great thing.
we got a North reporter too, which is Jerry Crow, and he's handling Tehama and Glenn County. So yeah, so we can cover every direction.
And you see the Sites article this week in the paper,
I wrote that.
and that's rocking. We are getting close.
Oh, that reservoir.
So
Yeah.
I did a story this
Yeah,
week.
that reservoir. Yeah.
I just
That
did
one.
Yeah, I just did a story about the potential economic benefits to Colusa County from Sites Reservoir because all they have left to do is finalize. They have a draft approval for their last water right. It just needs to be formally finalized, and then that's it. They're through the whole process, and they are saying right now they may break ground next summer.
So if I understand it right, the money's already there. It's not
Yes.
even the money that's already been allocated.
Well, I mean, these projects, this is going to be a massive infrastructure project, but much of the funding is in place. Much of
Man,
it.
that's awesome.
Well, I think they're over the point of no return now.
Yeah.
Kind of, and it's been a grind. I mean, congrats to and God bless Doug LaMalfa, he passed, and James Gallagher's incredible efforts on behalf of making it happen.
This is one of those places where Gallagher and Newsom agree. Like, the governor's like really pushing the project too. So,
Yeah, developmentally, it's a big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
California needs the development and needs water resources.
so for the city, for Colusa County, which is their small business sector is really struggling, and the executive director of their chamber of commerce talked to me for that story about those struggles. So this Sites Reservoir project, it's 1,500 to 1,900 full-time workers there for 7 to 8 years.
Hey, we'll come back to
That's huge.
We'll come back to Sites in a minute because that's big news. That's a multi-billion-dollar new reservoir just west of Yuba City and Colusa and right off of I-5 there. We'll talk more about that project. Amazing. But we've got a guest live from Spain. I think we've got him on the air. and we're going to bring him up because he's now on the cover of San Francisco Magazine. It's unbelievable. We're going to get a picture of that right up there on the screen for you, and that would be Festus Ezeli, who's actually calling from Spain. I think he's the former Golden State Warrior first-round draft pick, Yuba College alum. I think he's going to try out for the Spanish World Cup soccer team.
I was going to say that. The only reason he'd be in Spain is because he feels like he's got the legs for it.
6'11" goalie. What do you think, Scott? Think that would work?
They're not getting nothing by him. You guys are going to have to put your headsets on. You won't be able to hear
There you go. Festus, how are you?
John, Bob, Scott, what's going on, fellas?
We're,
Thank you guys for having me, man. I'm over here in Spain. It just happened that they won the World Cup, so we're here celebrating. While I'm also here for the NBA Players Association Summit.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. And then you're on your way to, is it NBA Africa again as well?
No, so every year I volunteer in the summer.
Yep.
And so this is part of it. I volunteer with this organization called Vision C. If anybody wants to know about it, it's visionc.org, the letter C. And it's about empowering youth in Africa. So this year we're going to Nigeria, we're going to Cameroon. And it's going to be great, just using my opportunity, my resources to empower the youth in the next generation.
Yeah, your story is amazing, Festus. By the way, just talked to somebody who got back from Spain. In fact, Mark Bertha, the president out at Hard Rock. And it was 104 here yesterday in Yuba City, Marysville. How hot is it in Spain? Because it was hotter than Hades there a couple of weeks ago.
It's not that hot. It's not that hot here. We're by the water. It's beautiful. I'm in Malaga, Spain, and
wow.
The weather has been incredible.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. Well,
as you can see, I'm on the treadmill right now. I'm looking out at the water.
I thought you were working out. I could hear it in your voice. I was going to ask, are you?
So, Festus, I need you to do an extra couple miles for me today, too. I've been going since 6 a.m., but we'll introduce you. We've got Bob Fischetti, owner of Tower Media here, 93Q. You've met Bob before. And then Scott Anderson, the new editor of the Appeal Democrat newspaper here, who hasn't met you yet, who at some point, you need to get... If he could be on the cover of San Francisco Magazine, for crying out loud, can we get him on the cover of the Appeal Democrat?
Absolutely.
Yo, Scott, Bob, I'm judging you both for the company that you keep right now. You're both hanging out with John, really?
It's the best we can do.
I'm just going to tell you, Festus, God made me do it. I wouldn't.
No, you talked about the San Francisco Magazine. It's really crazy because John saw me when I first moved back to San Francisco. I moved back, 2-3 years ago? And in the new role, obviously I played ball there for the Warriors, but I was coming back in a new role.
Well, you played championship basketball there. Yeah, let's not forget, you won a title there. Yes.
Played for the team, won a championship, came back as a media member. Just a different role, a different perspective. And it's really just, my whole journey has been about reinvention. And it's crazy to see that even in this new life, people they're scared of change. And we all are. Like, whenever one chapter ends, you're worried about if it's going to be as good as the last chapter.
Yep.
And what I'm here to show people is that it can be even better. So shout out to San Francisco Magazine. Shout out to the Bay. The mayor and Mayor Lori and I won Best Cheerleaders of San Francisco.
Well, listen, Festus is a little humble here, boys. Festus is a little humble here because Festus we screwed around with this little theme called Festus Feast because big guys, he's 6'12" or 7'11" or whatever the hell he is. He likes to eat good food too. And he's got this Festus Feast thing going. And he had the mayor on one of his early editions of it that's been on Instagram, Facebook, you name it. He's all over. I think he's got 1 million plus followers now. But after he did that, the mayor thought, hey, if this works for Festus, it might work for me in San Francisco. And he posts he posts 2 or 3 a day, don't you think, Festus, of his visits around the city? It's pretty incredible. And
no, we have incredible food there. But the whole point was to highlight local businesses.
Yep.
I came back and moved back to the Bay and saw that restaurants were really struggling. As we all know, like, the thing that makes our community so fun is having places to go to, places where we can get around the table, share ideas.
Yep.
Things have been made. So many inventions have been made by guys just sitting around like, yo, let's do this together. So I want that restaurant scene to be back. And I think I made it my mission when I moved to the Bay.
And don't forget, you actually started here. You did the restaurant scene in Yuba Sutter, which was pretty cool. We did City Cafe, Pasquini's, the steakhouse out out at the Hard Rock, Council Oak, which was amazing, and we did Sopa Thai. So, yeah, you're right. The gathering spots are where it's at.
Absolutely. I mean, John saw the vision long before even I did. You know, I told him I had this idea. I wanted to highlight local restaurants. I wanted to travel like Anthony Bourdain. And John was actually one of the first people to shoot an episode of Festus Feast with me. So it was really beautiful to see it grow to the point that it is now where, you know, I'm signing all these deals and traveling the world and highlighting restaurants. It's really amazing.
Yeah, you got 1 million plus followers. I mean, it's amazing, Bob and Scott. Here's a young man who came to America to be a doctor and basically spent some years in Yuba Sutter kind of foundationally, went to Yuba College, and then ended up at Vanderbilt. By the way, congrats on the new campus in San Francisco for Vanderbilt. That's pretty extraordinary. And goes on to play with that guy named Steph Curry. Maybe you've heard of him.
I have heard of him. Yes.
Draymond Green and Thompson. I mean, it was just an incredible run that he had with the Warriors, and then he had some injuries and he had to reinvent himself. And Festus, what you've done, you've showed people that you can come from anywhere in the world, literally in your case, Nigeria and Yuba Sutter, and do some incredible things.
Well, I wish people could understand how the rest of the world looks at the United States. Everybody looks at it as this place that is filled with opportunity, and it is. There's nobody who could tell that story better than me. I moved to the States at 14, 15 years old. I came there for my education, ended up finding this orange ball, which I really sucked at when I first started. But it turned out that this thing was, you know, it gave me a community, it became my job, it gave me an education. And that's what America is. You can pick up an iPhone and start a food page, and that becomes your job. You know, there's so many opportunities all around that people are really, you know, fighting for, would die for. And I want people to understand that it's a real privilege that we have that.
Yeah.
Folks, we're talking to Yuba College alum Festus Ezeli, who's gone on to do some amazing things. He does the pregame, halftime, postgame, and all sorts of Golden State Warriors broadcast on television and all over the Bay Area on television. There's a nice picture of him on the cover of San Francisco Magazine. You can see right there. Order a copy of that today. But Scott, any questions you have? First time you had a chance to interact with Festus.
Oh, I would love for our crew to get to meet you when you're back in Northern California and just chat with you, learn your story, and maybe do some kind of media project together.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
You guys sound like you got a good thing going over there, so I can't wait to be a part of it. All the people here at the gym are looking at me crazy because I'm talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Bob, we better let him go. Bob, you got any tips for him?
Yeah, so since you wanted to emulate Anthony Bourdain, I think that your experience at studying to be a doctor and you start eating food like he did, you may need that medical, you know, that might be a good thing for you to have, right?
Oh, man. I think, you know what's funny is in my Nigerian background, education is paramount. So even when I retired from playing basketball, the goal was always for me to go be a doctor when I moved to the States. And my mom never let go of that dream. So even when I went on to play in the NBA, my mom was still holding it in the back of her mind. So when I retired, she came to me and she asked me, she was like, you think you can go back to medical school now? So
Is that hilarious?
For me to go back to school. And so I made this big post this summer. I went to Harvard Business School this summer. And I did a whole big post like, Mom, look at me now.
She probably said, still
like,
be
no,
a doctor.
It's still not enough.
It's not enough. Your mom's a rock star. We're going to have to farm her out to a bunch of families to get people on the right track educationally, because that is one rock star human being, your mother. That's awesome.
She's amazing.
Hey, we'll let you go get back to your workout. I need another mile for me on there. Festus, thanks for checking in with us today all the way from Spain. And I hope the Spanish Soccer Federation can find a place for you in goal. I think not that they need you, but you might enjoy that.
How about this? The next time we all do an interview together, we all sit around the table and we break bread on Festus Feast.
Yes.
So we can talk about life and talk about everything. You guys can give the next generation some pieces of advice.
I love it. All good. All right, Festus. Hey, have a great travels there in Europe. Take care of yourself. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much.
I appreciate you guys.
Take
nice
care.
to meet you, Scott.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
You're listening to KETQ 93.3 LPFM, Yuba City.
Nice slide in there, Bob, with the illegal stuff. We got Festus out of the way, then you brought the legal stuff up.
Yeah, we're done.
You are phenomenal. I got a spam call here, Scott. See, I want to verify spam. God, potential spam. I don't know the person potential spam, but I want to see more people with that name, potential spam. Yeah.
They call me a lot.
Well, you like to eat spam, I think, is more to the point.
Yeah.
So that was Festus. Again, we've talked about him in the past. He has a true love for the Yuba Sutter community because this is where he kind of got his roots in America. He came and lived with his uncle and was going to get ready for med school. And he's legitimately designated as a genius. He's that smart of a human being.
And he plays piano.
You'll never forget that, will
I
you?
will never forget that because I didn't know where he went. We were doing something down there, and I heard the piano playing, and I like music, right? And I walk in there, and here the guy is. He's bigger than the piano. He looks like that guy on
all
Peanuts.
7'12" of him.
Yeah, it looks like the guy on Peanuts, Schroeder, playing that little piano. Because, but man, really good. There is no end to the talents of Festus.
Yeah, class act. And I'll tell you, I've never seen an athlete work harder to try to get back from a dramatic injury to his knee. And then he hurt his other knee just trying to get it right. And he did everything he could, went all over the world to get it right and couldn't quite get it back. But had a great career, won an NBA title. Not everybody can say that. Scott, you haven't won an NBA title, have you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, yeah. There's still hope.
There's still
Your
time.
knees are good. Your knees are good. Well, that was fun talking to Festus. So,
Well, my knees are good once I stand up.
by the way, talking about Festus, but festivals, how about that your first experience at the Peach Festival? Talk about it. Wow.
I was blown away by how many people were there on Saturday. I mean, I knew it was a big deal. The publisher had told me when I was first hired that it was one of the highlights of the year here. So I mean, I wouldn't say I was shocked, but still to actually get on the street and see that many people in downtown Marysville, that many families, what a great family event. So many families, so many parents and kids just doing different activities. One of the reporters who works for me, Ray Bowden, was there writing a story, interviewing people, and watching the pie
It's a great
eating.
story Ray wrote, by the way.
Watching the pie eating contest.
Time out. Was Mr. Spaghetti Fischetti in the pie eating contest this year?
No, man, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that?
They don't have a spaghetti eating contest.
Well,
we have
I mean,
to start
that
working
peach,
that
all
out.
that peach stuff looked good in that beard of yours.
Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you, I did go down there and went to Quenchies and Munchies because I love their strawberry lemonade.
okay.
And then I went to, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was one of the places I bought a peach pie because I was going to take that home. You're supposed to sit down, even a la mode, one piece is enough. No, that pie was so good. I wish I could remember who it was so I could give them credit. But
Yeah, I bought a pie too.
Oh,
And,
man.
A pie?
I could have ate the whole thing.
A pie.
Yep.
A pie.
A pie.
Yeah, next time
They go
I'll buy
fast.
two.
They go fast. Did you get a pie?
I had some, yeah.
Yeah, they go fast there.
Yeah. And the cover story of Prospect Magazine that's out right now is Farmhouse Bakery, and of course they were right in the heart of the action at the Peach Festival. So, yeah, that was really cool too because I got to know that family that owns that place as I was working on that magazine piece.
Was that the first booth heading?
They were kind of in the middle. They were kind of in the middle of the whole. If you were to look at it as a runway, they were kind of like almost dead center.
Because I was at 4th and D, and it was the first booth if you were heading out like toward the ball
So you were
field.
just eating your way out D Street then.
Carrie said, we're going to have Bakery Row. That was crazy, but you couldn't miss. But I couldn't find any cobbler. By the time I went to buy, they were out of cobbler.
Yeah, by the way, congratulations, Kerry Houck and your team. They did a great job with that.
But
it was great.
And the city of Marysville, wonderful job with that event. By the way, I got Peach Cobbler was the reason I think I married my wife, Christine, by the way, 43 years last week. Good luck to her.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she was a peach cobbler queen. She could make cobbler like nobody's business. She still can. Yeah. I don't see it as often as when we were dating, but
Yeah. They kind
how does that work?
I don't know. I'm getting spam and rice, John. Don't talk to me. What do I know?
So one thing I tried that I'd never had or even conceived would be around was peach baklava. which was on
Oh,
the Bakery
that
Road.
sounds awesome.
It was really good
Wow.
because it was a great piece of Mediterranean baklava with just a little bit of a peach glaze and one peach on top. Perfect.
So that's just funny. We're on the peach theme, but so Sutter Butte's Artisan. We got to get Alka in here. Sutter Butte's Artisan Foods. They do all the stuff for some Williams Sonoma too. Alka Kumar, just an amazing talent. But you see their stuff at Bel Air, at New Earth Market. They have a peach balsamic vinegar that I use for dressing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it good? And you mix it with a little olive oil and get out of the way. And low calorie, Bob. I'm into that low calorie.
yeah.
Sorry about the
I
slapping
think I
there.
need that.
Oh, yeah, Bob was putting on the pounds. Look at him.
Yeah, well,
Kurt Baird on the board. By the way, nice job retrieving Mr. Festus Azili from Spain. You got him off the treadmill, or he was on the treadmill?
Yeah, I could hear him doing something while he was talking to us.
I guess because
so-
he's feasting all the time. He's got to work out all the time. So, yeah, Scott, that'll be a fun
That's
thing. We'll bring him
funny.
up and we'll do a
Yeah.
little segment and
Yeah.
have some fun with him.
he
just
wants to
quality
sit down and eat together, and I'm thinking there's no better way to do that than lasagna. We should go out to what is it, Pasquini's?
Ooh, he
You
loved
know? Or
Pasquini's.
that's my son keeps telling me I need to go to Marcello's.
Oh, they do a great job.
He said they've got really
They
good stuff, right? And I'm
Where's
like,
that at?
It's on Bridge Street.
It's on
but
Bridge Street,
I
almost,
haven't been
almost,
there in
almost
years.
to Highway 99 on the north side.
okay.
So
yeah.
I may go check that out.
So, Live Oak softball.
Oh, come on.
The Little League
Come
Girls
on.
Baseball World Series.
Yeah.
And Live Oak won last night. They beat Nevada, the team from Las Vegas. Live Oak beats Las Vegas. Festus Ezeli makes it to the NBA. Tyler Rich, country music star. And so on, and so on. And
Chuck-
Max Stassi makes it to the major leagues, and Brock Stassi makes it to the major. There's a lot of good things going on here in Old Yuba Sutter.
Chuck Smith's right. You can get there from here.
That's correct.
You know, that's the thing. You can't get there. But all the people you mentioned, and there's so many more that
Chris
have made it
Peters,
from this
Chris
area.
Peterson, you know, national championship game against Alabama, coaching University of Washington, took Boise State to incredible fame, and is the Fox Sports football analyst during college football season on television. So, yeah, some of these people have done okay. I don't know about the three of us, but
Yeah, well, you know, there's still time, John. We still have time, John.
I don't know if Scott's going to make it to the NBA. I got to be honest.
Yeah,
he's
probably
he's
not.
pretty good, but
I think I might have to settle for the man
Well,
now.
I think it's time. I think it's time, Scott, to take that Spud Webb picture off your wall. I just think it might be time to
time out.
move
You have
on.
a Spud Webb picture on your wall?
Would you-
So, that was my older brother's favorite basketball player when I was a kid. Because my older brother was short, and he liked playing basketball. So Spud Webb was.
So Spud's
his-
my man. Spud
Yeah.
played 5 All-Star games for me.
Spud Webb was a hero to a lot of us
Yeah.
So
short guys.
I will tell you this. I tease him all the time because Spud played 5 All-Star games for me in Sacramento, and with his good friend Ron Harper and many other great NBA players. And Spud, I call Spud the human bruise. He might have honestly been the best athlete to ever play in the NBA because he was 5'7" at his best. And I mean, diminutive gentleman, strong. But he would finish a game, and his body was just a bruise, a complete bruise. And what a great guy. And
He was
what
a fearless athlete.
well, you'd have to
He
be
was
to be
fearless.
5'7" and
Well,
play in
that's
the
what
NBA.
I mean. It's like I'm playing the
And
game.
win the dunk contest? Beat your teammate Dominique Wilkins?
Yeah. Well,
oh
all
my
the
gosh.
guys that made fun of him when he was 5'7" and told him, you're not going to. I mean, I'll bet he was laughing all the way to the bank.
He was.
And like I said, he became every
he needs a-
short guy's
Yep.
hero.
And he's a
Yeah.
Right?
beloved
If Spud
Sacramento.
Webb can do it, I can
So
do
do
it.
you have him in a Kings jersey or in an Atlanta jersey?
He was my brother's hero.
But what jersey is the picture? Is it Kings?
I'm
or,
sure it was Kings,
Or
yeah.
Atlanta. Okay,
I'm sure
cool.
it was Kings,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good guy, really good guy. Spud's one of the. We'll get him on the show one day. Talk about what it's because we have 7'12" Festus. We can have 5'7" Spud one day. Spud actually is the general manager of the Dallas G League team. I forget what they're called, Dallas something. But anyway, yeah, he's a good dude. Does a lot of charity work in and around the Dallas region, and he's a Dallas native. Went to Jimmy V, played for Jimmy V at North Carolina State, and obviously an NBA. Incredible career for a guy 5'7" to do.
Well,
what he
you
did.
had
phenomenal.
You had, at that event that we did during the Super Bowl. You had Tony the Tiger
Lopez. Oh, yeah.
and he's not a big guy either, right?
And the one thing
like-
about Tony, I always tell people when you're around Tony, duck.
Yeah.
Because that guy had a left hook. He had a left hook that won him a World title. That guy could box, man.
Yep.
Tony's one of the
Yeah.
good people. Freebirds update, please. They beat Boise, which was Boise's tied for first place.
So it was a great game last night. It was 12-0 all the way to the 9th.
Wow.
And in the 9th inning, finally, Boise scored 7 runs.
Wow.
But yeah, great baseball, just great hitting. We got some new players that are just over the top. We've got some players that we had before that have come back, and so really a lot of it had to do with the Freebirds. A lot of it had to do with you had to change some players. You had to bring pitching in because we do really good with our bats, but we couldn't hold the other team
Well,
back. So they've made some changes and
It must be what's in the NorCal water because the Giants can't seem to, they seem to have the same problem. By the way, the Freebirds are in Long Beach this weekend, right? And then they come back Tuesday. Is that right?
No, they're here.
They're here this weekend.
They're play Boise, and then I don't know if we play
Well,
Long
they played
Beach
Boise
again.
last night, right?
Yeah, and they'll play Boise for the next 2 days, and then
Okay.
I think we play the Modesto Roadsters
Got it.
after that. But we just saying, over the first half of the season, we played 40% of our games against the Coast, and they are the number one team. And then, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. So you know how in sports they'll say, like in football, they'll say, oh, well, they got the easy teams first part of the year. Or in baseball, oh, they're playing the easy teams. So we played the hardest team 40% of the time the first half of the season.
Yep.
In the second half, there's a chance we're going to make a run for it to try to get into that playoff game.
Yep.
We got the Ballers coming up. We'll be playing them. They were our arch
The
nemesis
Oakland
last
Ballers,
year. Yep.
yes.
So, yeah, just great baseball and a lot of events going on out there. They had a comedian show up last night, and I wish I could remember his name.
I didn't know they let Kurt in the in the stadium.
So
Wow.
this guy comes in, and I thought he was going to, like, do a routine. No, he comes in. Actually, he's in a uniform, and they had him come out there and bat. He struck out. I mean, that I have to tell you, the other team there was no mercy. 3 strikes, that boy was out. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So then later on, he comes out because they had him bat for one of our players, and so then later on he comes out and he's yelling at the umpire. He's throwing balls out in the field. He got thrown out. Right, and it was all part of the community.
That's the old Max Patkin. You ever heard of Max Patkin? So he was the major league's first kind of guy like that. They would show up in a uniform, and the guy was a legend. Max Patkin. Never forget. He was a big time. He was for 50 years. He did that all over the major leagues. Sites Reservoir. Let's get back to that. That's a big economic development issue for NorCal.
Yeah. So Colusa County, well, City of Colusa specifically, has had an issue with declining sales tax revenue, and we know that from the recently released grand jury report. But the executive director of the Chamber of Commerce could tell you they've lost like 9 small businesses in just the last year and a half. They've got what they would call a 90% bleed rate in terms of the dollars going out of the county and not staying in.
Wow.
And a lot of that is going into U.S. City. Some of it's going to Woodland. Some of it's going to Chico. But I mean, for the small mom and pop businesses in Colusa,
It's killing them.
it's killing them. So Sites Reservoir, 1,500 to 1,900 full-time workers for 7 to 8 years in basically either living in Colusa County or coming in every day. So the Sites Authority met with all the business leaders a few weeks ago. I was there for that meeting, and they just kind of talked about all the different economic impacts that could come from this project. Shot in the arm for these businesses.
Oh, huge. Well, and the other thing that's going to happen, and this is, I'm very familiar with it because I have a houseboat in Shasta Lake in Redding. You're going to have houseboats on that lake, and that's going to create some business. You're going to have other businesses and other communities, and Colusa being the closest, decent sized city. There's going to be overflow business. People buy gas, they buy food, they buy ice, they buy sporting goods, all that stuff. And I'm sure
haircuts, you name it, yeah.
everything.
How big is that lake going to be, John? Do you know?
About a third to half the size of Orville, which is pretty good. Because Orville's 100 miles of shoreline, 111 miles of shoreline, I think. I think this one's, it's 70 or 80 miles of shoreline, if I'm not mistaken. You got to be pretty decent sized to put houseboats out there, but they're going to allow houseboats. So you'll have marinas that'll exist there. People will have to
Exactly.
live near the community. A lot of potential.
And some people will probably move in permanently.
Oh, sure.
I mean, that happened here with the Boeing, with
Yeah,
the,
oh, yeah.
So we think some of those workers will stay, as residents.
Yep.
I think just because of the kinds of things that are going on in Southern California, right?
Where's that?
Southern California. That
Oh, there
place
is a
down
Southern
there.
California.
Yeah, there is.
Got it.
Well, Not
Okay.
much of it left.
Got it. Yeah.
But you are seeing people will do that. They will migrate. So this idea that, everybody is leaving California.
Yep.
A lot of people are not leaving California. They're moving north,
Yep.
right? Businesses are coming in. I mean, I just think people are going to find a place where they feel like they can fit, and Colusa County certainly has that. And John, you're right with being able to provide amenities that they currently don't have. A lake is a lake, and people are attracted to water,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm fish. I'm attracted.
Oh,
That was like a dad joke.
in the tank with fish. Yes.
I've met so many people in this community that were introduced to it by being stationed on Beale.
Yep.
And now they're
Yep.
permanent residents. So that introduction, I don't think you can discount that either.
At all.
It's going to introduce a lot of people to a community that's got a lot of room a lot of elbow space, and a lot of breathing room.
Well,
and
yeah,
some
it's,
people
and,
will be
and it's
attracted
on a
to that.
major interstate, right off of 5. And so, I mean, Colusa's had an incredible history. I mean, if you drive through the town of Colusa and see some of the blocks, there's 4 homes on one block. I mean, there's some big real estate. The rice industry and agriculture treated Colusa very well for many, many decades. And obviously the river runs through it.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of good, but every community, I don't care if you're San Francisco or Colusa, you go through your economic cycles, right? And hopefully this site's reservoir is going to be a big boom for them. But
Yes.
you're going to have growth in and around that, both sides of I-5 there, as you go up there to Sites Reservoir. And what is the timing? Because people are always asking too, well, is that going to get built in my lifetime?
Well, I think there are many small business owners who grew up in Colusa that have heard iterations of this project for 50 years.
Absolutely.
So they have trouble believing it'll actually happen. But according to the site's authority, all that's left now, there was this long bureaucratic process it had to move through, and that was even with bipartisan
Correct.
support from our local representative in Congress and the governor on different political parties. Both want the project, and even with all that support, there was that process it had to go through.
Right.
Now they have a draft approval for their final water right. It just has to be formalized.
Right.
And so they are saying they could break ground as early as next summer.
Wow, that's pretty cool, breaking ground next summer. And how long on the build out on that? 5
7
years?
to 8 years.
7 to 8 years. Wow,
Yeah.
so that's a lot of jobs.
And it may be longer than that.
Yeah.
Typically, these projects go over.
Well, sure. They find stuff and they got to make adjustments.
Well, and you
hey,
get it- you
Kurt,
get in
I
there.
did notice that you yell at me when I bang the table, but you're kind to Scott. I mean,
Well, he's
how about a little
he's not
fairness
as
here?
aggressive as you are.
Oh, not as aggressive. Oh, fair enough.
So there is banging and there's aggressive banging.
There's banging and there's tapping.
Okay, I got it. And we want to thank the Brick in Marysville downtown for their
Yeah.
sponsorship. Oh yeah, there it is, right
Yeah.
there. Scott showing the brick off. Good job,
Drinking the brick right now.
Kim Mata and the team down there. They kill it, and highly recommend the avocado toast and the Cassidy scramble. But there's no fischetti spaghetti that I know of yet.
Not yet.
We got to get that on
I'm
there.
working on it.
Got to get that on there. Congratulations, Sunny County Sheriff's Deputy, who Ian Hoke, who saved an elder man's life in the last few months, and a pretty amazing story. So you can read about that in the Appeal Democrat today. That's a pretty amazing story. Anything else going on locally that people need to hear about?
Shoots Fire. That's what
yeah.
we're working on
Up in the
yesterday and
hills.
today up in the hills of Yuba
How many
County.
acres is that, Scott, so far?
As of last hour, it was 85 acres, only 1% containment.
Wow.
So we are working in real time. My reporters are on that right now.
Awesome. And Bob, anything else you could? I know you noticed you had the Say Love team in here this morning.
Yeah, they're just a great bunch. If I was going to recommend anything to our community and the way that we come together and unify, Say Love is just an amazing opportunity. There's no limits. You can help do anything. You can be a business that can help them, that provides the lunch, or you buy donuts, or you can go down and paint over graffiti. There's just something for everybody. And I appreciate Amanda Husted said it this morning. They've got more and more young people getting involved. And I just think that's an amazing thing. I always feel like young people kind of get, well, they get tagged for what a few do badly.
Correct.
Right? And the rest of them are out there. And so I just think this is a great opportunity. I appreciate Jeff Stevens starting that, appreciate Amanda taking it over, and I appreciate all the different entities that have jumped in from our communities to help that continue to make us look better.
Absolutely.
Because it does.
Yes.
It does.
Yep, it does. And Hard Rock Update was out there, had lunch yesterday in the cafe. Man, they do a great job. I'll tell you, the food service out there, whether it's Council Oak Steakhouse, UU, the buffet, the cafe behind the center bar is just, the food is great. Anyway, I had a couple meetings with some folks out there. And Bob, I will tell you, we're going to be bringing the Sports Roundtable back to life here mid-August. Get ready. We're going to be fired up. We met with Mark Bertha and then Ann Pagel, the marketing director, and had a great time out there yesterday. Scott Marsh and I kind of got things sewed up.
I want to kudos to Megan McCarthy.
You're going to be nice to Megan? Why are
Megan,
we being nice to Megan?
I was in here talking to her, and I had messed up on Patty's birthday and didn't make reservations. And she loves the UU, so I got out there, and fortunately, Rosa, the gal out there, got us a table, right?
So Asian Fusion, do they do fischetti spaghetti in there? Okay.
So Megan said, Fish, don't do that again. Call me, right? So I called her. She got us reservations. I took my wife out there for our 54th anniversary. They gave her flowers. I mean, it was really, I appreciate that.
Okay.
My wife appreciated that. And honestly, it made me look
So
good.
I'm calling Megan when we get off the air. And they're gonna, they do the monthly like a local food thing in the cafe. They had my shrimp salad because I have a salmon salad at City Cafe, which is knock your socks off. We're gonna do fischetti spaghetti out there for a month and see if people go out there. So you better get your recipe
well,
ready.
I'll be out there eating.
Get your recipe ready. So we got the Queen site coming up. The Queen. Copycat Band, which is awesome. July 24th. That's coming up this weekend. Miles Smith is also playing Hard Rock. World Fighting Championships coming up in August. Stray Cats, Aaron Lewis, Police Experience, Hanson's coming up. Leonette and Friends, November 6th, the day before Tyler Rich on the event, November 7th. Stay tuned for more information on that as we're coming forward. You can get tickets for Tyler. Go online there at the Hard Rock Live, Sacramento. Earth, Wind, and Fire, 2 nights. September 15th and 16th. I think I mentioned Leonette and Friends on the November 6th. Meatloaf's coming. Tom Jones on Halloween night.
Tom passed away.
What?
I just heard that. Tom Jones passed away.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Now, maybe it wasn't true. My wife had
I got to
said,
look that up.
Yeah, because
I hope not.
Yeah, same here.
It'll be a
deal.
quiet show if he did.
Yeah.
No offense, Mr. Jones. I mean, that guy was famous. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and his voice is just over the top for his age.
Oh, he's close to 90.
Yeah.
No, he says it's still active. Well, maybe they didn't get the update. You say you heard that today?
Yesterday actually, my wife had said that because we wanted to go see him. So, I'm sure we'll get.
Well, hopefully
we'll find out. That's a ways out.
Oh, passed away after illness. No, that's a different Tom Jones. That's not the same Tom Jones.
So maybe it might have been. I mean, that's a common name.
Yeah, it is. This is Tom Jones from Willows, not from England. So
all right,
Tom Jones.
We're good.
Yes. So we just fact checked Fish live on the air. You saw that, Scott.
Yes.
We are cutting edge.
We just
technology. Fact check. Went to Google. Go ahead.
He is
Kurt.
86 years young.
That'd be the Tom
the real
Jones.
Tom Jones.
Yeah, the real Tom Jones.
Who
yeah.
I believe is from Scotland.
Well, that's a good call. You're right. You're right. That's good. I don't want to
mention
and
that.
you don't
He
want to
probably
offend the
want that
Scots
clarified.
because if we offend the Scots, Kurt will bring his bagpipe in
Gotcha.
here, and it won't be a good day for any
Better
of us.
that than his Claymore.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Okay, I think that's it. Nothing otherwise. Community. We've had enough things going on lately, and World Cup's over. Were you happy with the Spain victory, Scott?
Yeah, I thought that was I
Did you think the whole experience of World Cup is?
My girlfriend was really into it, so I watched the last.
Was she a soccer fan before this?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Yeah, she was really into it. So we didn't get a chance to watch it at Hard Rock, but that sports bar would be the ultimate place to.
Yeah.
You walk in there, like I walked in there yesterday, and it just pops. It's such a beautiful
So I will
setting.
be there to watch some UFC. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's coming up. Yes, that will be good. That will be good. We want to get Bob in the cage against one of those guys.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
I could do that.
Well, bring your guitar. You can use it as a weapon.
Lots of guys older
Look, they're really old. Really old.
that I have a chance, right?
All right. Well, listen, folks. This has been the radio version of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts. Don't miss Scott Anderson's great work and his team over at the Appeal Democrat newspaper that comes out Tuesday through Saturday.
Yes.
Yep. And keep up with all the local stuff. Follow the Live Oak softball team, the girls in the Little League
Yeah.
World Series. That's amazing, their run. They just beat Las Vegas. I think they're playing the winner of Las Vegas and Southern Cal tomorrow. So stay tuned. You can watch that on Disney, ESPN, too. If you follow it, you can find the broadcast live. They're broadcasting those games live. Bob Fischetti, great seeing you. Everything Tower Media Empire and 93Q.
You know, I am just grateful to be here. This is a great place to live, and and I do end up getting myself in situations that I can't do anything about, like doing Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts with John Cassidy.
Oh, what an opportunity. What an opportunity. What an opportunity. And I want to thank our opening guest today, live guest from Spain.
Yeah.
The one and only Festus Ezeli, who has Ubiceta roots, NBA champ. Thanks for joining us. Festus, thanks for all your great work promoting Northern California, especially the city of San Francisco. You helped bring that back big time. So that's going to do it for this edition of Rough Notes and Casual Thoughts. I'm John Cassidy. Thank you for joining us today, and we will talk to you again next Wednesday. Good job, gentlemen. Well done. Good job, Bob.
California grow, yeah. California grow. Me and the boys doing all we know. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this place that I call home. California grow, yeah. California